Nearly 2 weeks after a train carrying toxic chemicals derailed in the U.S. state of Ohio, causing a massive fire, state officials are insisting that the air around the village of East Palestine is safe. But local residents don't believe them.
When this freight train derailed near the village of East Palestine, it became clear from resulting flames that dangerous chemicals were on board. And the fire could lead to an explosion. Local authorities said they weren't aware of high-risk chemicals moving through the tracks before the derailment. Ohio's governor issued an immediate order.
You just need to leave. We're ordering you to leave. This is a matter of life and death.
Hundreds of families evacuated from a community of some 4,700 people.
We evacuated pretty quickly. We didn't know what was going on, to a hotel in West Virginia. Yesterday I had to go home to pick up prescriptions. The creek by my house had a very, very strong chemical smell to it. I went in my house, it was worse.
Meanwhile, authorities burned the remaining chemicals to prevent a catastrophic blast, releasing more toxic fumes into the air. Officials collected samples to gauge the extent of environmental damage. Traces of chemicals found in the nearby Ohio River. Thousands of dead fish found in the vicinity.
These samples were analyzed overnight. With the full support and backing of Governor DeWine, I am happy to announce that the evacuation order is now lifted.
But returning residents have their doubts.
My son came out and he was like, "Oh my God, it stinks, Mom. It smells like paint thinner." And I'm like, "No, it doesn't." I got up and come out and it smelled like really, really strong paint thinner. And then his eyes turned like bloodshot and he started coughing. And I was like, "Yeah, we're leaving."
At the school gym, the local community is concerned following reports of people suffering from headaches, rashes, and painful coughing. Almost 2 weeks on, still waiting for answers.
Joining me now from Columbus, Ohio, is reporter Nick Evans. Nick, communication with East Palestine residents seems disastrous. Official sources are not passing on consistent information, and residents are frustrated. We just heard it there. So how are they dealing with this situation?
So if I were to sum it up, I mean, it sounds as though what we've heard from state government officials is that it's safe. It's clean. We are not picking up anything in our air monitoring tests that would suggest that, it would be unsafe to return home. However, there are just this mountain of anecdotal reports that, people like you just had, it smells like paint thinner. I just watched a stream this morning of our newest U.S. Senator, J.D. Vance, talking about I've been here for 3 hours and, it stinks, And what we heard the other day from the state medical director, Dr. Bruce Vander Hoff, is that even at very, very, very low levels, some of these chemicals are things that the human body can detect, even if they aren't necessarily unsafe. And so I think what we arrive at is just, state officials can't put their finger on anything that is wrong or bad, but the people that are living there are sort of saying, the proof is in the pudding. I feel this right now. It's my eyes are burning. It smells strange. What do you want me to tell you, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. But let's look at the facts here, because what you're saying is that, there can be something in the air that isn't necessarily harmful to the human body. What do the on-site tests tell us?
What we have heard, at least, is that the air is clear. We have seen that the water in one of the closest nearby streams is contaminated, but state officials believe that they have it contained right now. There are major concerns, however, that what has been released already could leach into the groundwater right now. The first issue is sort of surface water stuff, but then once it gets into the ground, does it enter the water table? And if it does, how long does it take to clean that? But as it stands right now, what we have heard, at least, is that Air quality is fine. Water is an issue, but they're working on it.
That was reporter Nick Evans joining us tonight from Columbus, Ohio. Thank you so much.
Happy to do it.